Hey everybody, it's Pam here at Desert Family Homestead. I know it's been a while, come in and give you a little garden tour and show you things that I've been up to. As you can see above me, there's a sunshade. There's been a sunshade up over my garden for quite a while. Actually, I have two of them. Let's see if I can get it. There's a smaller one over there that runs that way, and then this one runs this way across the garden. I got the shorter one I bought last year when I had the smaller garden, and it covered almost the whole entire garden. And then this year with expanding the garden, I went to Harbor Freight and I got this one that's over me, and it was like 30 bucks. So not bad, but it's one way that I have of protecting my garden from the harsh sun that we have here in the desert of Arizona. This week we have been 116 and above most days. I need to figure out a way to get this up a little higher so that I don't rub my head on it all the time. But yeah, I've been harvesting a little bit out of my garden every day. Okra's doing really well. My lemon cucumbers are coming on. Still haven't figured out what that one melon plant is. The two melon plants. Getting some tomatoes that we've been eating. Just harvested a feed bucket full of potatoes the other night because some of my potato plants have already died off, so I went ahead and harvested those. And I've been harvesting my lettuce seeds. Oh, I told you that I was letting them go to harvest, and I've got this bag. I just got to get them separated out from the stuff. But yeah, there's my next crop of lettuce. And it wasn't hard to do. See if I can get you over here to this one plant that's left with seeds on it. This one here, these little white, this is where your seeds are. And all you have to do is just pluck them off and put them in a baggie, and then you can separate the seed out of it and everything and save them for your next crop. So I've gotten all the seeds off of that stalk that I want, so it's going to be cut off today and be fed to my chickens. Sorry for the sun in the background, but there's just no way to avoid it here anymore. See if I can get down in here so you can see this lettuce stalk here, right here, that I cut, and it has little leaves of lettuce on it. There's a few of them in here that are doing that, and I'm harvesting a little bit of lettuce again. Had enough yesterday just to make myself a salad with a few little cherry tomatoes. So this is the other vine. Oops, sorry. I'll become a better cameraman as time goes by, I promise. But yeah, this is my other vine, and I'm thinking that this is a cantaloupe. It's got some blossoms on it, and it goes over here and all the way over there. Got a couple potato plants still doing well in here. My basil, I need to get it harvested, trim all the flowers off. This is my zucchini plant. It is huge, and there are zucchinis down in here. There's one down here. Sorry. So, and then there's some more over on that side too. So, yeah. I've harvested a few onions and got them drying. They are on their way. Here is one of my Roma tomato plants. It is doing really well, and it shows up here. Got a tomato right there. There's a few more inside there too. And then this is one of the sauce boss. You can see the tomatoes there. Here's my second Roma. It's still taking its dear sweet time to grow, but it does have a tomato on it. Here's the other sauce boss, and there are lots and lots of tomatoes inside there. my cucumber vines. Those are the pickling and the lemon cucumber, and they're kind of all mixed in. These are my cherry tomato plants. And this is the second one that was taking its dear sweet time. It is now catching up to that one. There is okra all over the place. See if I can show you. If you can see that down in there, there's one of the lemon cucumbers. There's another one there. There's one on the ground. So at first I thought they were honeydew. Then when I got in there and really looked at them, I went, oh, wait a minute, no, those aren't honeydew. So strawberry bed is still going. Of course, I don't get a whole lot of strawberries because I don't, oh, right sun, don't have that many plants. But here's the other side of the cucumber trellis. So it's doing well. And one of my potato plants in here had died off. So I went ahead and pulled the potatoes out of there. Still got onions. I got a toad living in there. My Cherokee purple tomato plant. I've been harvesting some tomatoes off of it pretty much every day. They're not big tomatoes, but that's okay. They work for me. My rhubarb is still growing. Of course, it just got planted this year, so I won't be harvesting off of it. This is my red bell pepper plant. And it's got a couple of peppers. It's needing a good watering today. My green bell pepper plant. And there's a few peppers on it. Then my jalapeno and my chili are over there. There is my watermelon, my moon and stars. Couple more potatoes here. Cilantro. That is black diamond watermelon right there. I found it. Where did I find it? Home Depot, I believe. So I grabbed one because I love black diamond watermelon, being from Oklahoma. And then these belong to the homeschool kids. A couple of them will be leaving today. These two, they're both the Moon and Stars watermelon. And then those three, they are on vacation, so I'm going to be taking care of them for them. So here's the other side of my okra bed. And like I said, I've been harvesting pods of okra every single day for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, so I'm going to be fixing there's a nice mess of okra. There's one that can be harvested today. Probably tomorrow I'll be cooking okra. My son and his band are playing tonight, so I won't be cooking tonight. I'll be out where he is and I get a night off from the kitchen. But yeah, here's the other side of my cherry tomato plant, and as you can see, it's got lots of blossoms on it, getting more and more tomatoes. They just filling up with tomatoes, which is a good thing. I do have almost enough of my sauce boss tomatoes that I'm going to make either a batch of salsa or a small batch of spaghetti sauce. I'm not quite sure yet. One thing that I will say, my garden is a few degrees cooler than it is outside my garden, which is a very great thing. So, yeah, oh, I'm saying then the asparagus, it's still green and growing and sending up some new stalks once in a while. I do trim it down periodically, and I feed the stalks to my chickens, so they get a little extra treat that way. But I've bought some more onion sets that I'm going to start filling in, like where I harvested my potatoes. I'm going to fill those in with onions so that I don't have to worry about it. Where I planted my munching cucumbers, I have one that has survived. Hope that shows up. I caught a rabbit in my garden, and it ate some of my plants, my small seedlings. So, yeah. Part of having a garden out in out in the country. But yeah, this is the update on my garden. I'm gonna do a video here in the next day or two also on my chickens and how I'm keeping them cooler so that they lay. I have, I think, 16 hens and 2 roosters, and I've had to separate them into 2 pens because the boys aren't getting along anymore. So this morning, when I came out to gather eggs, there was only 3 eggs. Yesterday there was only 3 eggs. So the heat is really slowing them down. And so I'm going to give you a little tips and hints on how I keep my chickens cooler and everything so that they can keep their egg production up so my family can continue eating eggs. So I hope everybody's staying cool. I hope you're keeping your gardens alive. I am watering pretty much every day. About once a week I take one day and let everything dry completely out, and then I come back in and water again. Yesterday was my dry out day, and today's the day that I go back and water everything full force. So stay cool, keep gardening, don't give up. You can continue gardening even in this heat. Just got to be out here early in the morning or later in the evening. But God bless you and have a great day.